Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US, and in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable Perfume Spray Gift Box. I sized this to fit one of Bath & Body Works perfume sprays. This is the 0.23 fluid ounce spray, and the size of it is 5 inches long and it's 3/4 of an inch wide. So that's how I sized this box, and we're going to use items from the Bird Ballad Suite to decorate it, and I just love how sweet this is. So let me show you how easy this is to make. We're going to start with a piece of Pool Party cardstock that measures 3 3/8 inches by 7 inches. And along the 3 3/8 inch side, we're going to score this at 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, and 3. And I'm going to rotate it to the long side, and we're going to score this at 3/8 and 1 inch. And I'm just going to rotate it 180 and repeat the same thing, 3/8 and 1 inch. That'll make this really easy to resize if you want to make it shorter or longer. You just want to make sure that whatever additional length or smaller length you need, you would still score at 3/8 and 1 inch from either side. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this back to the 3 3/8 inch side. I've got the 3/8 inch section on the right side here. And we're going to make 2 short score lines, stopping at the first horizontal score line. So the first one's going to be at 1 1/8, stopping at that first horizontal, and 2 5/8, stopping at the first horizontal. Now to use the same measurements, I'm just going to flip the cardstock. We'll repeat the same thing on the opposite side, so 1 1/8, stopping at the first horizontal, and 2 5/8. I'm going to show you a quick template here. So we've done those short score lines. The next thing we're going to do is score on the diagonal. So you'll want to keep the stylus from your Simply Scored or use the stylus on the Take Your Pick tool. And we're going to score on the diagonal from that short score line down to the intersection of this horizontal and vertical score line. So I'm just going to show you on the template here. It'll be easier to see. So scoring from that short score line on the diagonal. And we'll do that in both directions on the sections that we scored. Now we did those short score lines on the second and fourth section. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. Okay, all of those diagonal score lines are done now. We did it to both sides. I'll have a picture of this template on my blog post. Okay, so we're going to fold and burnish on all the straight score lines. Now on this outside score line here, I'm actually going to fold backwards. And the reason for that, as you can see, we're folding it kind of away. Now don't worry about those diagonal score lines. They'll come together when we put the box together. What's great about this box is we don't have to cut away any paper. So before we put it together, I'm going to adhere 4 pieces of the Bird Ballad Designer Series paper. These pieces measure 5/8 of an inch by 4 7/8. And I'm going to adhere those on all 4 of the 3/4 inch wide panels. All right, now that's done. I want to give you a quick sneak peek at this beautiful Bird Ballad Designer Series paper. I love these muted colors together. Really pretty DSP. Okay, so now we can go ahead and start to put our box together. I'm going to run a strip of Terran tape along this 3/8 of an inch side section here. And I'm running the Terran tape right up to the score line as opposed to the edge of the cardstock. Just going to kind of burnish that down, and then I'm just going to use my Take Your Pick tool, pull that backing off. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to fold. I've got, the 3/8 of an inch tab here on the left, so I'm folding from the second score line on the left, and then I'm going to fold from the first score line on the right and line those up using our score lines to square up the box, like so. Now there's our seam, so this will be the bottom of the box. And then on the ends, I'm going to, using my fingertips, pushing in those short score lines and then kind of pinching it all together. And you'll see those diagonal score lines we made are going to just fall into place. How cool is that? We'll do it on the opposite side, again pinching. And those diagonal score lines really tell the paper right where to fold. So cute. Now let's go ahead and put our perfume spray in there. Pinching from both ends. Now I took the easy route and I am gonna close this by just using a mini stapler. This is retired by Stampin' Up, but it'll always be in my stash. But you can find mini staplers anywhere. I'm just gonna go ahead and staple those ends. If you don't love the look of the staple, you could certainly use adhesive, or you can always hide the staple with an embellishment or a ribbon. There we go. Now that box is closed. Really cute. And then let's go ahead and do some embellishing to the box. All right, so we're gonna use the Free as a Bird bundle. I love this bundle. We're gonna use the sentiment, "Thanks for being you." I've also cut out a small piece using the stitched nested labels, which come bundled with the Free as a Bird stamp set. I cut one little tiny one of these out of Whisper White, which looks like that. Just use my die cutting machine. Then I've got a scrap piece of Pool Party cardstock, and we're gonna stamp that sentiment in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Then I'm going to use the classic label punch, and I'm going to center the sentiment in the punch. And we're going to bring that sentiment back in, and we're going to flag the ends by just feeding it back into the punch like so. And give that really cool flagged end. We'll do that to both sides. I love how we can use the classic label punch in different ways. All right, then I'm just going to take some liquid glue and layer that on top of the little stitched nested label we cut out. Then we'll pop that up on 2 dimensionals and center it on the front of our box here. And then I'm just going to grab some of the braided linen trim. I love this stuff. If you can't tell, my roll is almost gone. And I'm just going to wrap this around the box a few times here. Then I'm just going to tie a bow. And voila, there is our super cute Bird Ballad Perfume Spray Gift Box. I know that you'll find so many other things to fit in here, but I thought that would be a really sweet gift to give to a girlfriend as a hostess gift, or just because I just love the way it turned out. Really, really cute, super easy, doesn't use a lot of paper, and it can really make an impact. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. If you're interested in purchasing any of the Stampin' Up! Products I used today, they'll be linked in the description. And I'll also include a link to my detailed blog post with all project measurements, details, and a picture of the template. I'd love to have you come visit me at thepaperpixie.com, where I post projects every weekday to inspire you. I have options to subscribe to both my monthly newsletter as well as my daily blog updates, and I'd love to welcome you as a new subscriber. You can shop with me anytime at thepaperpixie.com/shop. And if you're interested in a discount on your Stampin' Up! Purchases, the starter kit is a great option, and I'd love to welcome you to my team of Paper Pixies. You can purchase the starter kit at thepaperpixie.com/join. If you don't already have a demonstrator and you'd like a complimentary copy of one of our catalogs, you can submit a catalog request at thepaperpixie.com/catalogs, and I'd be happy to put one in the mail to you. If you give this project a try, I'd love to see what you made, so feel free to share it on social media with the hashtag #PaperPixie, and I'll be sure to check it out. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Bye.